Welcome in, welcome, family, to the Elevated Space Podcast. I'm your host, DeShawn Miller. Thank you for tuning in. I know you got plenty of places to be, so I'm glad you're here with me. Yes, please feel free to see us at all podcasts at the Elevated Space, right? But before we do any of that, go anywhere else, please like, hit that little like button right there, a little thumbs up, subscribe, and share said pod to friends, family, anybody who think you might need this goodness. Hey, we're trying to do a little good in the neighborhood. Please help us do it. Anyway, please do all those things like, subscribe, and share. And if you feel like reaching out to me after you've done those three tasks, if you feel like reaching out to me after you've done those three tasks, hey, reach out to me on the email at the elevated space at gmail.com. Or and when you do that, if you want to reach out to me and tell me, hey, love the pod, hate the pod, or how you think I might be able to improve said pod, just reach out to me. You can do that right there. Hey, matter of fact, if you impatient, ain't even got that type of time, drop a note right here where you're watching this or listening to this broadcast. Because again, you can see me at the on the Apple Store, Spotify, all of those. But if you feel like, what I'm saying, you need to leave a comment, you can do it right there at YouTube, right? Or Facebook. Feel free. Wherever. I'm open to criticism and comments. Please do so. Engage me. Anyway, also, if you feel like I need help, my life has become unmanageable. My lady is a bitch and I should leave her. My nigga ain't shit, right? Feel free. Reach out to me. Tell me those problems. I'm a man. I know how men think. I'm a man. I know how women think. So I know the both. Hey, shoot me a line. Ask me the question, even if it got man, woman issues, boss issues, kid issues. Got them to holla at your boy at the elevated space at gmail.com. Anyway, so yeah. Again, thanks for tuning back in. Let's start the show. So, as y'all know, I'm an avid Browns fan. So, I like we actually got the shit done this week. To my surprise, we actually got it done, right? So, we beat the Miami Dolphins. I think it was like 31-9 or something like that. But it was a crushing. We actually destroyed them, man. The defense was coming heavy. They was coming strong. It made me proud. I was happy. Although your man's Dylan Gabriel had 116 passing yards, that ain't worth a damn. But we got the dub, so I guess that's what matters. But he tried to get that game away a couple times. The interceptions that should have been made, it just was dropped by the defense. So hey, we'll take it. Hey, we'll take it. They need to get Shador out there. This dude can't pass for over 15 yards, so it's just looks. The offense looks terrible. If it wasn't for the defense, we definitely would have lost that game. I think they had like two picks, maybe even three, a couple sacks. It was getting after him. They was trying to concuss your boy again. Tua. They was trying to. They was getting after him. He had to get rid of that bat, but that ball super fast. So it was good. We'll see how they do this week. Actually, I don't even know who's on the docket this week. Ugh, I should know. It sucks. Either way. So yeah, but hey, good luck to the Browns. We'll see how that goes. Now, if y'all been paying attention, or even if y'all haven't, so there was a scandal, I guess, in NBA basketball where some of the players, former players, coaches, were caught up in a gambling ring. Now, this is tough because I'm a gambler and I like to gamble, and it's been plenty of times where I've been looking at this. I've been I've been looking at this my parlay like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? How the hell you only got 4 points in the first half? It makes a whole lot of sense. And sometimes it's like, oh, you're the main player. Everybody is hurt except for you. You still only drop 4 points in the first half. It just feels kind of suspicious. So, so when I seen it, when you had Terry Rozier inside betting basically on the game, coming out of the game because his ankle hurts, air quotes, not finishing the game, and so he's ruining the bets as well as betting on them, right? So it's like, man, come on. And Chauncey Billups, former Detroit Pistons player, but now coach. Ooh, forget where he's at. I want to say, oof, I can't remember. I can't remember. I don't want to say the wrong name, so I don't remember where he's coaching right now. But either way, he's a coach in the NBA, but not for long, buddy. If you haven't gotten fired already, you soon will be. But I guess he had like poker games with mafia ties. I feel a little better about that because, like, hey, I like to play, I like to bet. Man, as a kid, we used to bet on everything. Not even as a kid. Yeah, it just started. Hey, we pitching pennies across this who can get it close to the curb across the street. Like, ugh, ah, pitching, dimes, quarters, flipping dollars. Hey, it just kept escalating. So, um, hey, I am a gambler, and so that's. But it sucks when you're being cheated. When you're gambling, it's not a fair game. That's what makes the game not fun. So the NBA is gonna have to figure out something on this. They're gonna have to figure out something because with gambling being so prolific and it's just now, you got to add everywhere. Help, they got gambling sites in some of the arenas now where you can go place your bet in the arena. So not just the NBA, NFL, all of them. They've gotten in bed with the casinos and this is tough. I can see how this could end very, very, very badly because it's only a matter of time before someone gets in too deep and they end up, just ruining it for everybody, right? So, um, we'll see how they end up cracking down on these fools, but yeah, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good for them. It doesn't look good for me, the guy who's losing his money. And it just doesn't look good for the sport. So, yeah, they're gonna have to fix that up. I'm hoping they do it sooner rather than later. But I don't think the toothpaste is out the tube at this point. There's no putting it back. Can't stop the gambling. It is everywhere. And so the problem is now it's not. You used to have to go find your bookie, walk into the barber shop, walk into the place your bet, walk over to wherever. Now it's in your pocket. It's in your pocket everywhere you go. Hell, they even send you an alert saying, "Hey, hey, this is point spread drop. Don't you want to bet? Don't you want to make this bet?" So it's a little enticing, and they gonna have to figure that out because yeah, it is a problem for everybody involved. I just hope they figure it out because I do enjoy sports and betting on it makes it that much better, but it ain't no fun if the outcome's already predicted. So y'all go out y'all go out to the No Kings protest. Huh? Well, I shouldn't say a protest, the demonstration. Y'all go out to the demonstration, No Kings demonstration out there. I mean, I don't say it's a protest because it's just it just doesn't have the protest vibes to it. It's like the Macy's Day Parade or something. It's like they're out there, right? But it just feels fluffy, sponsored by Downey or something. It just feels protest-ish, protest light. It, it needs a little more substance to it. I don't know what's wrong with it. It just doesn't feel right. And then again, they do it for a few hours on Saturday. There's no inconvenience to anybody. Then they go take their fucking ass home. It's just it. I'm glad I wasn't involved in it because yeah, it just didn't feel right. Um, Anyway, I think we need to be more intentional with the way we push back. I don't feel that's going to get it, especially when you're dealing with a regime that really doesn't give a fuck about you, your feelings, or your family, or anybody else. It's all about them, and the billionaire class, and those people that they're trying to support. So I don't really think they care if you're disgruntled. I mean, it's obvious in their actions as they're, snatching people up off the streets. They put kids in cages. They do abhorrent things, and they don't give a damn about your feelings. Fuck your feelings is how they be moving. So it's quite obvious that they don't care if you out there, especially the way they doing it with your little signs and you just walking all nice and peacefully and saying, okay, just for a few hours from the hours of 11 to 3 or whatever the hell, and then you go take your ass home. They don't care. So I don't think they're bothered by it. It's not enough for them. So I think the strategy is in each problem, just like and each problem deserves a different solution. You know, you can't operate the same. Like you have to operate a math problem differently. Like when it's subtraction, cool, but when it is addition and multiplication, you gotta operate it differently. You remember, hey, what they say in school? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, you know what I'm saying? Parentheses, exponents, you know what I'm saying? There's operations to this. And you can't just do this addition, this and addition. It's just not gonna work out when there's multiple steps to this problem. Right. And I feel like this is the way this is. It's multiple steps to the problem now. It's like we can't just add the two plus two. We kind of got to do multiple things within this problem to solve it because we have gotten ourselves so deep. You got to go ahead and do this exponent first, before or do the parentheses, then the exponents. You got to follow the operation because otherwise, man, we'll never solve this problem. And it's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. We're going to keep getting F's on this test until we follow the proper procedures. Anyway, so yeah, it was cute to see. Cool. I guess it's better than doing nothing. But again, I don't think it has the desired effect that it needs to have. What we really need to do is again, I have called for this and I will continue to call for this. It's a general strike. Just and as a matter of fact, go tomorrow, go to your office or your payroll office or wherever or however your payroll is looked at and turn exempt on your tax, or like to no money is taken out of your check. Withhold your taxes. Withhold your taxes. You figure if everybody withholds their taxes from now until March, April, like if everybody like turns to exempt and the government's getting no tax money from anybody, that will send a message. Can't fund your little wars and your projects and can't bomb boats in Venezuela and all that shit if you ain't got no money flowing in. It's time we hit them in the purse, snatch their little pocketbook. Mm-hmm. Got to do that type of shit. It's all about money. That's all they fucking care about at this point, especially this president. Like with others, they would at least pretend to care. Like even if it was like Bush or whomever, they actually would pretend to care. Like they really did care when all along they were working for, saying the billionaire elites. Hey, Obama's no different either. We ain't gonna hold those punches either. I mean, because it's the establishment, it's the office. Like you might have these grand ideals when you're taken into office, but once you get inside of the beast, the belly of the beast, you're not, what I'm saying? You realize like, oh wow, it's a lot. This is the way the system's run. And you just begin to do the system. Like, you know what I mean? You just do the system. Like I really don't think all like people that become cops are like looking to become pieces of shit. They just do. Like, you know what I mean? After they come and you're around all that culture of, anti-blackness and this and that and the other, you just become that. You become that. And I think it's the same way with politicians, right? Like because they say all that stuff on the trail, and even as a congressman or as your assemblyman or whatever, as you're coming up, I do think some of those people really have good intentions on being a good politician, being a good servant for their community. But once you get too far in the game, you start realizing how the sausage is made and realize you don't, you know what I'm saying? And then you get too close to the machine and you end up becoming part of the sausage because you don't, you know what I'm saying? Especially, and a lot of the big problems is, even with the Congress and things like that, we have, it's not enough turnover happens with these senators and these Congress people. It's not enough turnover. So even though you get some new blood in there, it's too much old blood in there. It's like, yeah, you're not taking enough blood out for the new blood to be effective. Like all these old folks in there and these people that from the old regime and the old system. And I mean, regime as like, because these congressmen they be in office for decades, outlasting plenty of presidents. But, so that's what I'm saying. So you can't really have change unless we have like a full blown, like, exodus of the people in Congress. So I think that's what we need to be working on. But anyway, I guess I digress. I got off a little bit, but the point is this administration has got to a point to where it doesn't care. It's all about their agenda, that Project 2025, right? And they're gonna get that done. They're gonna get that done. And I don't know if you remember Steve Bannon, how he was saying like they are trying to break it and make it so whatever all they're doing can never be reversed. Everything they're doing that can't be reversed. So it's like we're running out of time to get our stuff together and fight back and push back in a meaningful way. But if you don't remember, because I know we got memories like gnats now with the phones and everything, I'm gonna play it one more time for you so you can hear it. Take a listen to this.
The days of you guys being in charge are over. And we're taking every step to make sure that you can't reverse it. This is the key thing. This is why you have to move with alacrity. We have to have maximalist position. We have to move a sense of urgency and seize the institutions and make it so they can never reverse it. So even if they're to steal elections in the future, which is the only way they get in office, like in 2020, if they're able to steal elections, that they can't reverse what President Trump is.
See what I'm saying? These motherfuckers ain't playing around, yo. They're not playing around. And we gonna have to start being intentional, kind of like them, and start playing for keeps because they're gonna make it so we're stuck with them forever. They're not. They don't want to give up their turn. You ever play a video game with somebody that don't like even when they die, don't be wanting to give up the joystick? Like, man, come on, man, give up the joystick. Your turn is over, bro. Yeah, man. They didn't want to keep playing. They don't want to stop. You know what I'm saying? They about to do the up, up, down, down, left, right, VA select, start. They about to have 99 lives on Contra. They ain't never getting off the mic. They ain't never getting off the mic. They about to put in all the cheat codes. They ain't getting off this mic. They ain't getting off unless we get them out of here on purpose. Like we got to be forceful, just like they're trying to keep it. We got to be just as forceful on the other side, trying to remove them from office. Gotta be, gotta be, have to be, because like this country will be unrecognizable in a very short amount of time, like ridiculous amounts of time. It's like I am telling you, by the time it comes up for the new election, like I really think we are running out of time very quickly. And that's why I'm on the pod because I feel like I gotta reach as many people, even if I only reach 7 people. I gotta reach as many people as I can reach to ring this bell, be the town crier, hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. The British are coming. The British are coming. Like I gotta be the guy because hey, we all got parts to play, and hey, this is gonna be my part. Hey, so I just want as many people as I can to ring, and that's why I would like for you to like, subscribe, and share to the people because I'm really trying to give out this goodness, and it's not for like self-indulgent reasons. Like I am not the camera-facing dude, but I feel like we are in a dire time, and we gotta start ringing the alarm, and we gotta start cutting through this noise because there's a lot of it out here. It's a lot of distractions, so we got to keep to it. And like our news cycles, they don't be telling us what's up. They don't be telling us what's up because it's all about the money. And I'm not talking about Fox News, what I'm saying? Faux news, FAUX, faux news. Um, it's terrible, right? It's terrible. CNN is not much better. MSNBC also. And I say that now, I mean, I'm not talking about ideologies. I'm talking about because those companies are ran by billionaires, conglomerates, and they all have the same similar goals. Even though they have maybe different approaches to get to it, those goals are similar. They're aligned. That's why you hear nothing about the British and the UK being in an uproar over this digital ID stuff. You don't see that on American TV at all. That's why I challenge you guys to get outside of America's television. Start watching the BBC. Start watching the stuff outside of America where you can see how things are going or how they even view us, right? Because you still have to worry about the corporate interests because that's what runs this country. The corporate interests, the money, the donors. And if they don't want you to know certain stuff, you won't know it. So I think we got to be a little more intentional in our striving to receive information, where we get that information from, and look at this information. Like, where's it coming from? What's the source? What's their motivation? Why? You know what I mean? Keep asking why. And the question why will lead you down a path more often than not of more discovery. Like, why are they showing me this? Why are they not showing me this? Huh, why is the government bailing out Argentina $40 billion? Questions. Mm-hmm. Yeah, bailing out Argentina $40 billion, but they ain't got money. Student loans though, right? Ain't got money for student loans, but got $40 billion for Argentina, right? Us freeloading motherfuckers. They ain't got money for us. You got money for Argentina, but again, you gotta ask why. Why do they have that? And then also going to buy soybeans from them. Meanwhile, our country here, the farmers here, lost their subsidies, are close to losing their farms because of tariffs and all the other mitigating factors. But I think that's what they want. I told y'all before, they want everyone to be poor. These farmers have a lot of land. No, if I wanted to take somebody off their land, if I wanted to, hey, I make it so you can't afford it no more. Go on a foreclosure, buy this stuff on pennies on the dollar. Just saying, it's all a scam. Hey, allegedly. Yeah, don't follow me. I'm just saying. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. But I do really do feel though it's some nefarious stuff going on. So ask yourself, why am I not seeing the same stuff that they're showing over here? So watch the BBC because yeah, they are protesting against this digital ID. People are getting stopped out of stopped at airports because they have not complied. I think I said China the other day about the bank accounts being suspended, but that was actually Taiwan, where yeah, they suspended the bank accounts or erased the bank accounts. People who who've been defiant and haven't complied to the digital ID mandates. They're not playing around, I'm telling you. And so they're trying to get this here. If you didn't remember, because again, I played in the podcast, I know we knew, so you might be your first time joining us. I am going to play it again right here. This is in the UK, right here. They're already about to tell you. They're telling you right here, right now, how this is about to affect them over there. And this is why they are so outraged.
I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID.
Pay attention. Pay attention to Britain and how they're moving with this digital currency stuff. Like, please. Because they're serious. Because that is about, they're the test ground to where it's about to roll out to. Because it's one thing for it to be in Vietnam or China, these countries where they, their citizens don't have many rights, right? It's one thing to have it there, but then when you implement this in the UK, it shows, it's a testing ground for how the rest of the Western world is going to take it. But when you can start like limiting people's withdrawal of cash, we're limited, what I'm saying, like flagging people for taking out too much money, on your. Oh, we didn't mention that, huh? Take a listen.
From September 18th, 2025, withdrawing more than £200 in cash within 7 days will activate an alert on your account. Yes, the moment you cross that limit, your banking activity goes straight to the Financial Intelligence Unit, supported by HMRC, the Treasury and the Financial Conduct Authority. And it doesn't stop there. A new automated monitoring system will scan every withdrawal, deposit and transfer. Take out £300 today and another £100 later in the week, instantly reviewed. Your account could be checked, restricted, or even temporarily paused. Do this often, and you could end up on a high-risk list, facing blocked transactions, limited card use, and possible reports to other agencies. The rule is aimed at reducing activity in certain sectors like property, second-hand cars, and cash-based deals. But many believe it could affect ordinary people too, making every step of your financial life feel closely monitored.
Getting spooky. It's getting spooky in these streets, man. Because I'm telling you, once they once they get y'all all on a digital ID and all on a digital currency, it's over. I'm trying to tell you, then they all are in on the goal. We gotta stop thinking on the surface level and start trying to think like these billionaires think. I know it's tough because we ain't got no billions of dollars. But these motherfuckers is thinking in some world domination, some Lex Luthor type of shit. And that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. Like, if I was a billionaire, I'd be like Iron Man. These motherfuckers is like, what I'm saying, Destro and like they want to like destroy the planet. Like, but it's weird. Some weird type of I want every type of resource to myself. I want this whole planet to myself. Like it's actually dangerous. And I mean that legitimately. Your man Bill Gates is trying to do like depopulation tactics because they think this planet is overpopulated, which I disagree. You know what I mean? I just think, again, people are greedy and stingy with said land. But if people were allowed to roam free on this land, there's plenty of it. To build and develop on the land as they see fit, there's plenty of land to go around. But again, it's money, greed that destroys all of that. How you can even own this stuff is not yours to begin with. But whatever. I don't even want to get into that. So they're trying and because they feel like it's overpopulated and it's limited amounts of resources, which is true. So they want to depopulate the country in general, the world specifically. That's what I don't trust this the COVID vaccine. I mean not the vaccine, but the actual disease. Vaccine too. But not as much. Like I feel like they had that in the tuck for themselves. You know what I mean? I think they had that in the tuck for themselves, or but it probably started getting out of hand, and they was like, okay, we we got to pass this out to everybody else. It's it's getting out of hand. I think they might have started that intentionally. Again, I do think it's a depopulation effort. Don't get me on my conspiracy bag because I can get there real quick. But we can go back to the stuff that I can prove and stuff that is um, more prevalent to our everyday existence in life. These motherfuckers are crazy. They're crazy, bro. They are some evil villains. I'm talking Skeletor. I'm talking Destro. I'm talking Thanos. They're evil. Hateful, actually. Because even when you're walking, it's like, hey, and you're walking through the world of through seeing the world through a lens of white supremacy. That's even worse. Where it's just like, oh, yeah, I'm better than you. You don't belong here. Like it's an erasure that they got coming, or silence, right? You ain't got to go away, but you can't be over here. You know what I'm saying? Talking, messing up our vibe over here. We're gonna regulate you to the places you need to be.
Over 3,000 British travellers just got banned from entering Europe, stranded right now at UK airports. Not because of terrorism, not because of a pandemic, but because of a digital border system hardly anyone even knew existed. It's 5 a.m. at Heathrow. Sarah Mitchell, a teacher from Kent, is heading to her sister's wedding in Finland, passport valid. Tickets ready, but when she scans her boarding pass, the screen flashes red, entry data missing, flight cancelled, no explanation. Across London, Manchester and Edinburgh, the same chaos. Families crying, business trips ruined, weddings missed. So, what's really happening? It's something called the EES, the EU's new entry-exit system. Every non-EU traveller, including Brits, now has to pre-register their fingerprints and facial scans in an EU database before flying. The problem? No one told British travellers. Airlines weren't trained. Finland enforced it overnight, and thousands of people are paying the price. Videos of stranded passengers are flooding TikTok. The hashtag number travel crisis is exploding. Some politicians are calling it another case of Brussels control, while the government insists it's an EU issue. But the public isn't buying it. Because this isn't just a tech glitch, it's about sovereignty, freedom, and broken promises. And here's the worst part, this same system will roll out across the entire EU next year. Spain, France, Greece, all of them. If this chaos happens again, millions of Brits could be grounded next summer. So the question is this what taking back control really looks like? Or has Britain just lost it all over again?
Yo, I don't know how to say this to you. Like, I don't. It's the beginning of the end. It really is. Like, soon you will never remember what freedom felt like. You'll never remember what freedom felt like. They'll be able to control your car remotely, from wherever they're at, control your money, how you spend it, where you spend it, when you spend it. Like there is like you're about to be again surveilled on every square inch of this planet because they can tap into any ring device, triangulate your exact position with your phone. Yeah, our kids will never know what freedom feels like. And we're slow crawling into this to where we almost will forget what it felt like. But you will soon see like that they got you in this checkmate and you won't be able to leave. So I'm telling you guys, please, 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 please pay attention. Again, this digital ID, this digital currency is the hill you need to die on. Keep you cash on hand. Start paying with cash. Stop paying with your digital card. Start paying with checks. Start paying with money orders. Because eventually, once they realize this money isn't alive, this money system can be killed. Because they've already ushered it in with the COVID. The COVID-19, they've already ushered it in. Because before they could not, because it's on the back of your money. I wish I had some money on me to show you. Like it's on the back of your money. This note should be accepted as legal tender, period. Like you couldn't refuse it. COVID gave them a reason to stop taking cash. Now it's okay to take it digitally. They gave them the out to not accept your cash. This is a plan. Don't get caught in the plan. I'm telling you, fight back. Start carrying cash, start tipping in cash, start paying with your gas in cash, start using cash as much as possible. Stop going to the goddamn self checkouts. Stop buying from Amazon. Take your lazy ass, get your lazy ass up and walk to the store. Get your lazy ass up, drive to the location. Stop getting in these damn Waymos, these automatic taxis. Stop using this shit. Like that's what I'm saying. It's the little things. Everybody doesn't have to be a revolutionary. And again, if everybody does a little bit, nobody has to do a lot. Do your part in the small ways that you can. Tell everybody else that you're doing it and why you're doing it and try to convince them to move like you. We got to start fighting back, even if it's in our own little ways of defiance. But again, in collective efforts, it could be major. So just kind of rethink how you're doing things. Think how you're moving through this world and this planet. Just reconsider how you're moving. Get your voting plan together. I'm sure they sent y'all a book already. It's getting close. I got my books. Start studying the little props. Circle with read the opposition. Read how you want to move in your local elections. Right. So just vote early if you can. Just like again, do your part. Do your part. You can't wait for someone else to do the job. It's up to all of us. It's up to every single one of us to play our part. Talk to your friends that might be a little disenchanted with the process, with the electoral process, because it's exhausting. But let me tell you what's even more exhausting. Slavery. Tell me what's even more exhausting. Having a lifetime of this motherfucker that's in office right now. That's exhausting. So we gotta do what I can before he breaks this shit to where it cannot be reversed. Y'all keep acting like we can't be Yugoslavia or, saying Palestine, where they can't just wipe our motherfucking ass up out of here. Because if they do it right, who's gonna check them? Telling you. And like, we'll put it this way. This is one hill you're going to want to die on. Like when people are like, oh, you don't want to die on that hill. That's a stupid hill to die on. If any hill is the one to do that, this digital ID is the one. This is the one to push back on. This is the one to fight back on. They already got everything in place almost. It's almost ready to go. This is the one we have to push back on, and I mean vehemently, tooth and nail, to the bone. Don't do it. Don't do it. And again, we got to start pushing back, showing our power, because they think we're sheep now. Matter of fact, they think we're less than sheep. This billionaire class view us as hamsters, even. You know how matter of fact, they view us as goldfish. They won at the fair. If it dies, it dies. Flush it down the toilet, and let's move on. No care, no concern. That's the way they view us. They view us as such expendable products, expendable measures. They have no care for humanity. They don't really deserve the money. Because if like really, if all of those, like we'll just say the top 10 billionaires in this country really wanted to do some good work, this country could be transformed into something totally different. Instead of focusing on evil and conquering and all of that shit that they just inherit in their spirit, bastards. Like if they use that energy for good and just like, hit motherfuckers with the Care Bear stare, we're gonna change. Like, you know what I'm saying? They hit motherfuckers with the Care Bear stare out here in these streets. This world could look totally different with the funds and the means that they have. Like literally could change overnight. But they can't do it without risk of hurting their infrastructure and their donors and shareholders. So it'll never happen because you got to continue to bring in a profit. So that's the problem. But they could change things for the better instead of making it worse. But they refuse to do so. So let's go eat. Let's go eat. Like Pac said, hey, we've been asking. Eventually, we're going to stop asking. Eventually, we're going to stop asking. Eventually, we're going to go start taking. Eventually, it's going to be like, looking mighty good over there. Sure am hungry.
Again, you have to be logical. You know, if I know that in this hotel room they have food every day, and I'm knocking on the door every day to eat, and they open the door, let me see the party, let me see like them throwing salami all over just like throwing food around. But they're telling me there's no food in here. You know what I'm saying? Every day, I'm standing outside trying to sing my way in. You know what I'm saying? We are hungry, please let us in. We are hungry, please let us in. After about a week, that song is going to change to, we hungry, we need some food. After 2-3 weeks, it's like, give me all the food, breaking out the door. And after a year, then you just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm picking the lock, coming through the door, blasting, you know what I'm saying? It's like you hungry, you reached your level, you don't want any more. We asked 10 years ago. We was asking with the Panthers. We was asking with them, with civil rights movement. We was asking. Now those people that were asking, they're all dead and in jail. So now what do you think we're going to do? Ask?
That's what it's going to get to. And they're not going to be ready for it. They're not going to be prepared. Well, maybe they might. Because Trump is already building up his army, his minion, his stormtroopers, ICE, and basically he's having real live trainings with people, like he's training his ICE members. That budget went from like, I don't know, something 100 million to several billion for ICE. Why do you need that much? Why do you need that much money? And again, y'all don't have money for anything else except war and destruction. They some evil motherfuckers, man. They loot and plunder all over the fucking world, all over the galaxy. If they could go to another planet and destroy it, they would do that too. Because that's all they're known for. It's destruction. There's no community. They came over here to the with the pilgrims. The pilgrims came over rather. Shake hands. Kill you, take your land. Some evil bastards, bro. Like, and that's what I'm saying. And I don't put nothing past these motherfuckers. Because everything that black man can do and have done, we can do again. Right? Tulsa, Oklahoma, like I told you. We can build our shit. Anything because we built this country. So we can do it again. But that pendulum swings both ways. There's a flip side to that coin. If we did it, and our ancestors did it, so we can do it. The slaveholding class and their ancestors, they did it. So guess what? They can enslave again. Y'all can't think it can't happen here. But I'm telling you, they are practicing. Keep your eye on your luggage. Keep your eye on your luggage, people. Anyway, and a big way to do that, though, is to get slavery. And when I say slavery, I want to be clear. I'm really not talking about the picking cotton type of slavery, right? Although, could. Somebody got to pick those strawberries after all the Mexicans leave, but that'd be the prisoners, I'm sure. Anyway, so it's more of a class slavery I'm speaking of. It's more of a class slavery. If you're not above a certain threshold, you know what I'm saying, you're out. Or if you don't have a certain social credit score, you're out. Because they're going to start dinging misbehavior. They're going to start dinging misbehavior because it's like, hey, man, we see you everywhere you go. You can't do something and get away with it. You can't say something and get away with it without a knock on your door, without them knocking down your door, saying, hey, you're an enemy of the state. We can get back to a time, man, where you can't do anything, say anything against the state. They shot Medgar Evers in his driveway, homie. from a football field away, or more actually, with an elephant gun. Shot him in his driveway. Like, that's what I'm saying. For registering people to vote. But y'all don't want to go vote. Y'all don't want to go vote. And that's what I'm saying. It's that apathy that I think we need full engagement in voting, in this pushback, in the economic boycott. We need full engagement. Like I said, cancel Christmas. Fuck them goddamn kids. No, but for real. Because y'all probably need to be saving your money anyway. All these brunches we be going on and all this other shit that we waiting, these trips we going on. Y'all need to be saving y'all money. It's about to get spooky in these streets, man. Please believe me. It's about to get spooky in these streets. Y'all need to be saving y'all money. Get y'all some cash on hand. You don't need a lot of it. Well, get enough. It's about to get spooky, man. I'm telling you. Anyway, so just be careful. I wanted to get on here. I wanted to get on here and I wanted to say, I wanted to say a couple things. Not quite ready to say them. So stay tuned. I'm about to roll something out. It's gonna be very interesting. I might do it next time. But the problem is, I feel like I don't have time to play, especially with me just doing the pod once a week. I don't feel like I got time to explore the spaces that I want to explore and have some fun with it. Do some conspiracy pods and all of that because I feel like a lot of these conspiracies aren't really conspiracies anymore. They used to be. Now I'm like, oh, these make sense as a motherfucker. Like it's so, but I want to do that in a more kind of fun, airy space. But I'm like, we can't. We ain't have the time. We don't have the time. We don't. Like this dude's not leaving office, not without a fight, not without him taking him out of there, probably in a body bag. That's the way he's gonna have to go, because he ain't just gonna leave. He's not gonna just leave, not on his own. And who's gonna check him, boo? Who's gonna check him? Who's gonna check him? Anyway, I don't know. I think we just like, what can we do? Because I do feel like I need to hit some people with tangible things. Sorry if you can hear me chewing on this olive through the mic. It's actually pretty tasty. I got this martini. I'm drinking this olive. I'm drinking this. I got these. What do you call them? Truffle olives. Actually, pretty tasty. Anyway, what can we do? I mean, you can get out there and protest every. I don't know. Every 16th Saturday is what it feels like. They out there every 3 months, every quarter on a Saturday for about 4 hours. That's cute. Um, that's cute. I don't think that's enough. So again, I think it should go as we again go in Monday morning or whenever, Tuesday, whatever, and turn your tax exemptions off. This is how we do this silent rebellion. If you ain't trying to get all in them streets, you ain't trying to buck up, because if your taxes have been on at the right amount, you overpay the government anyway. You'll be fine. Usually that's why people want the tax return, right? But just take the money now. Don't give them your money for free. So by now, you probably already at your tax requirement. So go exempt, and that way they don't take no more money out your check. Tell all your friends to do the same, family to do the same. That's how we start putting pressure. Just withhold your tax dollars. Withhold your tax dollars. Now, on top of that, now that's to hurt the government. Now, on top of that, you should cancel Christmas. Don't buy anything for Black Friday. Don't buy anything for your kids. Tell them the situation. Hey, we all got to make sacrifices. And I think that's the problem, man. People are afraid to bleed, even if it's emotionally. Like, hey, look, kids, we are in a situation. I understand, hey, and if you have to do it, hey, and you feel like you got to do it, tell them, hey, we're going to start celebrating Kwanzaa. So, it starts the 26th, the day after Christmas, that week between Christmas and New Year's. I still say you should refrain until after New Year's just to let them know you mean business. But I get it, right? But if you wait till after Christmas, you probably find a good sales anyway. So it'll probably work out for you, save you some money. Because they're going to be desperate. If everybody jump on board, they'll be desperate by then. You'll have you some great deals. So I think that's the way you hit the corporations, right? You just cancel Christmas. Cancel Christmas on them. Because again, that's when they go into the black. That's why they call it Black Friday, because they run in the negative all year long. And then they go into the black. After Black Friday through Christmas, they go into the black for their, on their books. Don't just we gotta start changing the way we move. Gotta start changing the way we move. Because all we're doing is helping them kill us. We're giving them the funds to do us dirty as they always been doing. And they respect us less and less and less and less. And we just keep falling for it. So yes, we need to, and you seen the boycott at Target, it worked. So we can continue to do that in more spaces. We should do that in more spaces. And a more concerted effort, like just globally. Or if you have to do Christmas, it gotta be from a black owned business. Have to be, and you have to buy direct or through a black distributor. We got to start thinking on different levels, different terms. So I don't know. We gotta do something. Gotta vote. Have to vote. It's not an option. You have to vote. Like so, voting's coming up on here in California. You got Gavin Newsom. I kind of like Gavin, but I still feel like he's more of a he's the establishment Democrat, right? I think we need something radical. Like I wish Bernie Sanders wasn't, saying 2,000 years old, man. Because I swear I would vote for Bernie. Um, and I don't know if AOC can win, but we need that type of energy, right? We need that type of energy. Um, but yeah, Gavin Newsom, he's out here, and they're doing the redistricting out here. So please, if you're in California, vote yes. Vote yes on the redistricting bill out here. I don't remember the prop, but gotta vote yes on that because hey, if they gonna cheat, we gotta cheat too. It's unfortunate, but that's just what it's come to because they're redistricting all. You know what I'm saying? Like there might not be a black Congress anymore, a black congressional. What I'm saying, the Black Caucus or whatever, right? So they're gonna just remove all the black people from Congress just by redistricting their areas. And to make it so, what I'm saying, you're not represented anymore. So I'm glad he's doing that, and we probably should do that in other locations and other in areas that are heavily Democratic. and just kind of even the scoring field. Not really to, take it from them, but just to even the playing field. Hey, and if we can, maybe we should do that too. Because I don't feel like anything's off the table at this point. So yeah. Anyway, so I think that's what we need to do. I really do feel like we should withhold our taxes, withhold our money from them. Just for about 4 months, 5 months max. You figure what since November, December, January, February. Yeah, the 4 months. I think 4 months is fair. To let them know we mean business. But again, it has to be everyone. It has to be everyone doing this. But that's how it happens, right? We share this thought, and then people will go and they share it to their friends, and they'll share it to their friends, and so on and so forth. All right, fellas and ladies. I hope you enjoyed this journey. It was kind of heavy, but I want people to be prepared for what's coming. I want people to activate. Is the key word for this week. Activate. Activate yourself, activate the people around you, activate your your actual dollars. Get them in action out there in these streets. Pay with cash, So, all right. Well, I guess we're gonna wrap it up right there. Again, I'm gonna try to end this with a video of sorts that I feel like is inspirational. That will kind of lighten the mood a little bit because this shit gets heavy over here. And yeah, take this with you and help you push through the day, push through the life, and yeah, you know, um, maybe make better choices. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. I'm gonna say that now before we end this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And yeah, pay attention to this. It's food for thought.
What are you gonna do about it? Are you eating yourself to death? Are you drinking yourself to death? You smoking so much weed, you have no motivation in life? What are you doing? But I'm here to tell you this. You sit in shit too long, it stops smelling. So come the fuck out of there.
That was short and sweet, but on point, man. What the fuck you gonna do about it, man? Get your ass up, man. Get active. Get active. You sit in shit too long. The shit stops smelling. You know what I'm saying? Get fucking active. All right, y'all. It's been another one. Thank you again for tuning in. We're gonna stop it right here. Please, 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 please like, subscribe, share, and tune in next week. And until then, I love you. Take care. Peace.